We got some bad news for Amazon Game Studio. You guys know me. I like to meme around on devs and Throne Liberty and stuff in general, but this is actually really sad news because over 30,000 people have been laid off on Amazon, which is also affecting the game studios, which means that development for certain games is definitely going to simmer down. We're probably going to have a lot of more issues regarding certain games and development, and probably going to see way less communications from Amazon Game Studios in general. What does that mean for games like New World, Throne Liberty, Lost Ark, and the future games such as Lord of the Rings MMO? We're going to be talking about this in this video, so let's just jump into it. So, for the people that don't know, yesterday or today, in a sweeping layoff, Amazon is getting rid of 30,000 people today, and they will future move more and more to replace them with AI. New World is feeling these layouts. Some people are already missing from the Discord, and artists are posting on Twitter talking about being laid off. We don't know the full extent of the layoff yet, but they're going out this morning. The Amazon employee subreddit is saying the entire Irvine AGS studio is gone. That is absolutely insane. That's the one that runs New World. And two, Amazon Game Studios job listings do not have the Irvine site listed. Also, the LinkedIn page is completely gone. So New World is very cooked right now, and the AGS LinkedIn page no longer exists. There's also articles if you guys want to check them out from Reuters, and we have several different articles, but basically they're talking about cutting and replacing them slowly with AI. Now, what we do know is New World just recently had a big update, and people have been really excited for the New World update. It's been doing really well. They had a whole new lead of the game, and the direction was going really well. But hit with this update, it is definitely bad news for New World. They were already struggling with server sizes, and people were already complaining about it. And now there's definitely nothing is happening. Usually, when the layoff means is first of all, saving money. Saving money is extremely important if they're not making money or making returns on the game or the development, and they feel like AI can somehow replace it. The economy is basically where they're probably struggling the most. So laying off all these people means that the development is going to be slower. So having this expansion is definitely going to mean the New World will most likely struggle with the updates because New World is an Amazon developed game. It's going to be different for the other games. We're going to get back to it, but every Amazon developed game is going to struggle a lot because either A, they're going to have to make a new studio or development team, which is going to take a lot of time, or a smaller one, which means that there'll be less updates and less bug fixes and issues. Or second thing, which is the most realistic thing, is they're going to drop New World and they're going to hand it most likely over to a completely different company. That a completely different company is probably going to buy it out, and that way the New World will be ran through a different company with, of course, a whole different monetization system. We don't know what will happen. It's just speculation. It can become extremely pay to win, microtransaction. Who knows? But if Amazon is not gonna be able to keep it, the only way is either they let the server shut down and the game on autopilot, or B is they basically move it to a new development team. So for people playing New World, not looking really good, especially if you came back to the game, is horrible news for New World. And now let's talk about other games. We have Throne Liberty, which I'm playing right now, and then we have Lost Ark. Now, when it comes to Throne Liberty and Lost Ark, we will also see some kind of changes. And I think the biggest changes that we will see with these two games isn't anything drastic like New World, because they are developed by different companies. You know, NCSoft, it has the development of Throne Liberty, and AGS is just publishers and the communicators for us. So this can mean two things depending on the size of resizing. It means that we will get less communication. We're already struggling with getting enough communication from the AGS team, but this basically means that we will get the communication even worse, and the feedback will probably not prioritized by a global audience, which they have been prioritizing us for a while now. But I don't think the updates of things will change. What can change is if they don't have a good enough publishing side of AGS, which I don't think they're going to be is going to happen. But basically what this means is AGS publishes the game and it communicates it to us globally, right, with the patch notes and being able to have the contracts to be able to actually make it available globally for us. If they don't have a good enough team, we might get updates slower. Right now we're caught up to the Korean versions, but with this we might get slower updates or slower communication, no more Tico talks, possibly, you know, nothing like this. The patch notes might even be able to be translated to us. So that is the biggest problems that we're going to see with games like Throne Liberty and possibly Lost Ark too. So the people that usually communicate with us, if they is a layoff regarding that, that's going to be the biggest problems. And if you guys are looking to give feedback and stuff to the game, I think that communication line between Amazon Game Studios and NC Soft is not going to be there. There's not going to be any employees to be able to take it there. So it's definitely going to affect every single game under Amazon Game Studios for sure, but it's not going to be as impacted because again, the main development team is still not Amazon Games when it comes to Dawn Liberty and Lost Ark and stuff. And there's many other games are under this, and they're probably going to be following like the same pattern. And most likely, if you guys are playing, you will probably see less communication, less development, etc. Now we got to talk about the future projects, because Amazon Game Studios does have future projects, and it's going to be the same thing when it comes to future projects. If the game has pure development by AGS, like the Lord of the Rings MMO, I'm going to be honest, guys, Lord of the Rings MMO, it's not going to be coming. Unless they gonna give it to a different company or whatever, it is definitely getting canceled. I don't see the Lord of the Rings MMO being able to be developed. They cut down insane amount of development, and they're gonna be doing more layoffs. AI is not ready to be caught up yet, in my opinion. So either this game is gonna be delayed for 6, 7, 8 years plus, or even 10 years, or is they definitely gonna cancel it. Anything else within the development that AGS is responsible for is mostly going to get canceled. Very rare. There's going to be maybe same situation like Blue Protocol, where Blue Protocol was being developed by a certain studio, and then AGS came in, and then a different company took over. If a company wants to invest in those projects, they can take them over, but very most likely it's not going to happen. So really sad news regarding this, especially for MMO fans, especially when AGS is so involved in most of these big MMOs. They of course have other games too, like Tomb Raider and stuff that people probably enjoy, but the biggest problem is that AGS has a foot in the biggest MMOs right now, right? It is Lost Ark, it is Throne of Liberty, and it is New World, and possibly Lord of the Rings MMO. So all of them are definitely getting affected by this. Like, there's no way we're coming out of this hole, and it's just sad news overall for us that enjoy MMOs and games, and really sad for the people that are getting laid off, right? Like, imagine working on a project, especially like New World, seeing good numbers, and then getting told like, hey, AI is replacing you. You know, it's just the start of it. AI replacing, I mean, it's coming to probably most of the jobs. It's scary, you know, scary things, but damn, bro, this is tough. This is tough. So my overall analysis of this is New World is definitely going to feel it the most, and then later on, we're probably going to start feeling the effect of it for Throne Liberty and stuff. Because remember, I talked about this already. AGS has been really good at marketing games, right? If you look at a New World, insane amount of player numbers. Every time this expansion, insane amount of player numbers. If you look at Lost Ark, crazy launch, big promotions, all that stuff. And then Throne Liberty now had an expansion, but they didn't do much promotion, and now it makes sense. They're trying to save money. They knew that these layoffs were coming. They didn't want to invest big into their projects, into their promotion. So if the expansion does come to, for example, Throne Liberty, I don't think there's going to be a lot of investment put back behind promoting the big expansion, or being able to communicate for any of these games. If it's Lost Ark update or anything, I think we're not going to get that big investment and the big marketing push that they used to. So I don't see us getting a lot of players. But yeah, overall, I don't like it. But yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing the effects of it. For if you guys play AGS games, or if AGS is publishing games, you're going to be feeling it in some type of way. And especially really sad for New World. I mean, I love New World. I played a lot of New World, and now seeing this, especially with the hype that it had and the boom they've had, and now they're basically gonna lose everything. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear you guys' opinion. Check us right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.